What's going on, guys? It is Welsh Dragon DSC here, and welcome back to another Talking Blackburn on Sunday. And today we are going to be talking about a particular topic. But first things first, I want to say thank you to everyone who participated in the previous video, who got involved in the comment section discussing, would Red Bull actually take over Blackburn in a theoretical sense? Would they actually do it? We all know this is actually not true, just so you're all aware. I know some of you took it as literal news, and then I saw some posts on Twitter saying that Red Bull actually taking over Blackburn, which are false, just so you all know. But there has been a lot of stuff going on with Blackburn this week, with the accountants coming in with KPMG, many other things. Tony Mowbray is now going out today when you're actually watching this to meet Venky's ass going out. There's been so much going on, and so much to cover as well. Players being released. But one of the things I want to mention, there is a link in the description to a video kind of explaining all this week's news from the New York Rover supporters page. So go check them out. I want to give them a shout out because I watched it and I thought it was a really good video, so go check it out. But anyway, today, guys, we are going to be talking about protesting. Now, it's one of the big things I put up on Twitter this week. I did do 2 polls, which over 700 of you got involved with. If you want to get involved on future polls, make sure you follow me on Twitter at TalkBlackburn. The link is going to be right there. Make sure you go follow me up on there. I'm posting content on a regular basis, so make sure you go give it a follow. So what we want to discuss today is protest, and should we actually do it? Shouldn't we do it? Your guys' opinion, and also how we should actually consider protesting, right? So I did a poll. The first poll that went up was, should Blackburn Rovers fans protest? Should we carry on protesting? And majority vote was actually that we should continue on protesting, which I thought fair enough. I totally agree. I personally think we should carry on protesting. Okay, so first reply I've got here is from Jack, and he says, owners don't watch the game, so they're not going to watch the protest. Good intentions, but wasting time. Team was better once we got behind them. That's what they say, right? I'm kind of slightly behind this. I agree with the fact that the owners are not watching, because our aim with protesting is to actually get the owners' attention, get the FA's attention, and the EFL. We'll go on to more on that in just a moment. And someone else said, we had a few replies saying we should not protest at games. This was a common theme that we saw today. Some of you do disagree, though. A lot of you do disagree with this. Some of you think we should really be protesting during the games. There's also a very good response here. I put the picture up now on the screen from a tweet from Tim, and he says, no, or certainly not during a game. Support the team and remember this wisdom from Forest. And you'll be able to see that tweet come up there. A lot of fans, including Charlie, we got Mowbray on Twitter, and then we got Joe, we've got Ben, we've got Andy, all agreeing that we should protest, but not protest at the games. Some say it affects the players, some say it doesn't. There is quite a mix in between this, because you look at the results that we actually protest, and it's quite an even balance between draws and wins and losses. So there is kind of that even balance, whether that's actually true. There are a few comments that came out on, I think it's the Lancashire Telegraph, saying that some players have been affected by the protest. So I think that's a bit up in the air with that one, whether we actually protest at games. In my personal opinion, I don't think we should. We've tried it for 6 years now, protesting at games. 7 years even, I should say. And where has it actually gotten us? Has it gotten us anywhere, really? Some fans saying it is literally 90 minutes, we support our team, and the rest of it we protest. This is my opinion now, moving on to this. You guys who can disagree, I want to know your opinion on protesting in general and for Blackburn Rovers, and make sure you tell me in that comment section below the team you support when you're giving your opinion, so I can understand where you're all coming from, and I'll possibly share you next episode. But anyway, right, we're going to be moving on to the next poll now, and I decided to create a poll saying, right, let me just find it a second. Majority of us want to protest, right? That was true. You can go see these polls, they will be in the description. But there is much talk surrounding how it should be done. How do we think Rovers should protest? Let me know in the comments section below. How do you think we should protest, right? Okay, so there's 4 votes. Protest during games, 1875 protest not during the game, and then protest at the FA/EFL HQ. Out of 56% was protest at the FA and the EFL headquarters. And this is where I'm kind of agreeing more on this now. So one of the approaches, I was discussing this in a group chat, and I personally think that we need to change, we need to evolve our protesting techniques essentially, because just doing it at games doesn't work, in my opinion. It hasn't really done anything as far as I'm aware. You see from the outside, you see just what they're actually doing for the club. It just... There was a few comments as well saying it's just given a bad rep to Blackburn Rovers fans. And I kind of agree with that. Let me know in the comment section below. Do you agree with that comment? It is actually giving a bad rep to the Blackburn Rovers fans. I think it is a little bit. I think it is being like, oh God, all they do is protest. And obviously a lot of people don't know the full story, but this is how, as fan, I want to know your opinions in the comment section below, how we should actually protest. This is what we should do. I think it is now time to take it to the FA, take it to the EFL, and start protesting there. But one of the big things with this, in my personal opinion, as a football team alone, we are not strong enough. I honestly think us protesting on by ourselves are not strong enough, right? That's what I think personally. But if we join forces with the likes of Blackpool, Nottingham Forest, his owner's coming out recently talking about it, and we got the likes of Leyton Orient and stuff. If we all join together, we will become a lot louder and getting our voices heard. For example, if you take the FA Cup match, when Blackburn played Blackpool, both teams protest during that game, of course, and outside of the game. And it got some attention. I really don't want to give them many venues, but I want to support my team. In my opinion, 90 minutes, once a week, we support our team, right? Or, as you know, if you're in the Championship or anything other than the Premier League, it's like 7 times a week. 90 minutes, we support our team, we get behind them, and then moment that finishes, we go, right, you know what, Venkies, we're going to have you, we're going to protest, we're going to take this to the FA. We need to protest. We need to join forces with other teams. I know it's a bit far-fetched, and it probably won't actually happen, but for our voices to be heard, for all the football teams in the Football League that has been affected by poor ownership, we need to join forces with them and take it to the headquarters of the Football Association and the English Football League. This is what needs to be done, in my opinion, and I want to know your guys' opinion. Does this approach work? Will it work? Will it work? Should we actually do it? Should we protest to the FA? Hashtag together louder. Honestly, get it trending, guys. Get it forward and reply to me on Twitter, guys. Get your comments coming forward. So I really enjoy your guys' opinion on these particular subjects, and that's what I think we should actually do, because we've been taken over by Venkies for 7 years now. 2011, I think the takeover was, so 6 years, and literally nothing has happened by doing the protesting that we're actually doing. If you don't want to change the protesting that we're doing, then you're happy with Venkies, I think. You're not willing to change and challenge and try every avenue possible to actually get Venkies out. A lot of fans, which I quite like, are only going to away games, which I agree with. I really like that. Make sure you hit that like button. Do not forget to subscribe. I will do another one next Sunday, possibly talking about the general news and stuff that's actually coming out. Make sure you check out New York Rovers supporters page up on Facebook and Twitter, just because they've done a very good video for summary this week, and I watched it and I thought you guys might want to check it out. But guys, anyway, make sure you hit that like button. Do not forget to subscribe. Guys, make sure you hit that like button. Do not forget to subscribe. And follow me on Twitter at WelshDragonDSG. And not forgetting at TalkBlackburn. We're very close to 1,000 followers now. We got about 170, 180 to go. So let's go hit that follow button. I really, really appreciate it. So guys, I want to say thanks for your support. Don't forget to hit that like button and let me know. Should Blackburn Rovers keep on protesting, and should we do it differently? Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.